But it is extremely dark out here, but we can see the moon. Yes. I don't usually get this shot because of the trees, but boom, there it is. Full moon is out. Hey Brujas, and thank you for coming back for Vlogmas Day 12. Keeping it witchy all holiday season is your girl Moki, the pastel Bruja, and I'm here today to share with you my full moon rituals. So let's get into it. So when you Brujas see this video, it'll be around midnight and the full moon will be peaking. Right now it is about 6 o'clock. The sun is setting. The sky is looking beautiful, setting up for this beautiful moon that's about to start coming out. So I'm about to set up my back porch because even though it is freezing, I'm going to challenge myself to meditate outside for at least 5 minutes just under the full moon to kind of start my ritual off right. So I'm going to go ahead and go back inside, put something a little bit warmer on, and then go on the back porch and start my meditation. So I step out the car and look. I didn't even look on this side of the sky. It's so fucking beautiful. Oh my god. So still can't see the moon. I often have a hard time seeing the moon because of all of the trees. But I'm gonna find it and we'll see it at some point when it gets darker. But like I said, I'm about to go back in the house and change because it's a little breezy, and then I'm gonna start meditating. It is extremely dark out here, but we can see the moon. Yes. I don't usually get this shot because of the trees, but boom, there it is. Full moon is out. So as you saw, the moon is out. You see my altar is still set up here. I'm going to relight the candle when I come back inside to work. But I'm going to go out and meditate. I'm going to just listen to some meditation music. I might listen to a guided meditation later on. But I wrote this sheet here. It's just a piece of paper that says detoxifying, apologizing for, releasing, and seeking closure with. Because this is the last full moon of the decade. So we should really be trying to release and seek closure and just recharge as well. So I'm going to write this stuff that comes to mind as I meditate. So if you see me writing, that's what I'm writing down. And then later on, I'm going to burn it and release it that way for the full moon. So let's get into the meditation, and then we are going to jump in the rest of the rituals. I'm excited. I did want to say I apologize if the lighting is a little bit wonky, but it is nighttime and my back porch light is like yellowish, so I apologize for that. So I'm out here, obviously got a blunt, and I'm gonna burn some sage. See it, but I'm going to put it in this little glass container here. And while I'm out here, I've got my little selenite tower, a piece of that obsidian. Actually, I've got 2 pieces that I showed yesterday. So yeah, I'm sorry, I showed this piece yesterday, and then we've also got this piece, and then I'm out here with my ruby. So I'm just going to keep them like in a little circle around me while I meditate. And I will actually upload, well, I will add the meditation music that I'm actually listening to the video so you guys can meditate with me. finished meditating, and it was cold, but it was invigorating, like in a good way. So I wrote down all of that stuff and I folded it all up. All right, brujas. So I just finished meditating. I came back inside. I'm going to light my tea light. Let me put it over here so that it's in frame. And I got this tea light holder from Rock Mystic on Instagram. I will put their information in the description because they have awesome crystals. I got this from them. I got this amethyst from them. I got the selenite piece here from them. Yeah, that's all that I got from them on here. Boom. Oh, and I got this selenite, this little tower I got from Contempo Crystals on Instagram. I will put their information down below, and I also have a code. If you use my code Pastel Brujeria in her shop, you will get a percentage off of your order. So I will put all of that in the description below as well. So I've got all of these crystals. The rest of them I did mine for myself. I got this from Rock Mystic as well. Forgot about this. The rest of them came when I went mining. So yeah, everything is pretty much the same. Oh, let me grab that pine because I did move that off. Hold on. So yeah, I did move the pine off my altar. Let's move this back a bit so that you can see that. Yeah, so I'm gonna put this here, same way I had it from yesterday's video. So boom. I'll just tuck it under like the rest, you know? We just want it present. So boom, everything. So this is everything that I wrote down from that sheet I told you. And I'm not gonna open it and show you because it got a little deep in this bitch, okay? So it's a little personal, but yeah, that meditation was really worth it, and definitely a lot of things came to mind. Definitely meditate tonight, guys, because it is the last freaking full moon of the decade. Can you believe that? So, oh, duh, I was lighting my candle. So the first thing I do for my full moon ritual is I always burn. I love fire. I'm always burning something. Part of the reason why I got into making and selling sage bundles is because I like to burn shit. Like, I really do. It is soothing and calming to me. I don't know. I just love fire. And I think it's because even though I am an air sign, both my sun and rising are moon, a Libra. So I'm going to, you know, I'm drawn to air, but that's tied into fire, you know, because like air feeds the fire, it tames the fire, you know, I think that's why, you know, I'm very drawn to fire. And I think I'm also drawn to the smoke, so I think that's another part of it. So of course you always have to start your fire, use a fire safe pot. I use this ceramic bowl. Get your fire going. Always be careful, okay? Just be safe. And sometimes I will rip my paper up into pieces, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, figured that would happen. Fail. But so yeah, I'm gonna just burn the paper. I'm gonna start it like that. I'm gonna put it, boom. So most of the time, to like try to get the fire to spread, I will add some sage just because that burns a lot quicker. So I'm just gonna get that. And I want to say I'm sorry again for my dirty smudge pot because I cleaned it out a few days ago, but I'm still trying to make black sage, black salt to put in the shop. I'll be doing a post about black salt next week, so make sure you check out the vlog. But yeah, I want to have some black salt available in the shop, especially for the next full moon. So I'm trying to make a huge batch of it this time around. So that's why my smudge pot is so dirty, because I'm keeping all of the ashes to add to the salt. If you don't know what black salt is, it's pretty much just ash from herbs, incense, pretty much anything you've burned. Ooh, this fire is getting crazy. Let me not like burn down my whole house, please. No, but it's gonna die down pretty much just as fast as it flared up just now. But yeah, you mix all of that with salt, and it's good for cleansing. It's good for, you know, you can burn it. I use it to sprinkle on the carpets, and then I vacuum it up. You can put it in a spray bottle. It's numerous uses. I'm going to make a whole blog post about it, but pretty much that's why I'm saving all of this ash right now, because I'm trying to make a lot of that black salt, and that's why my pie is so dirty. So boom, we've got my little messages and stuff all burnt up. I'm actually going to use this pine stick to kind of and just to like, I like to make sure, like, to me it's not complete if it's not burned all the way. So I always, like, even after it burns, I just add one more piece of sage that's lit and drop it into the pot, just so that it pretty much catches anything else. And let me tell you, it smells amazing in here. So this is just the beginning of my little bonfire ritual here. So like I said, I burned that, and one thing I'm very you guys see a lot, I don't want to say I'm known for, but I like to use in my magic, are different powders. So I'm going to add this prosperity powder to my fire. I'm not gonna add too much. I'm also going to add open road powder. That's just to open new opportunities, open new doors. Boom. And then, of course, success powder. Boof. Anything else I want to add in here? You know what? Let's add some attraction, because why the hell not? Let's not get crazy with it. No, let's not attract anything I don't want. But so boom, I've got my little powder. I'm gonna use this. Where's my pine that I was using? Okay, I'm gonna use this little pine as my stirrer today. You know, keep it in the holiday mood. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's like those Black Hawk helicopters, because I live so close to the base. Like, this happens all the time, and like sometimes they fly so low it legit freaks me out. Like, I'm like, are you guys like on top of my house? Are you coming for me? What's the deal? Like, why is this so loud? So I apologize if that is loud in the video, but that's what that was, because I'm like 2 blocks from the army base. Not even, like, it's super close. It's ridiculous. So I'm just gonna add that to get the powder, you know, burning. Don't you just love fire, y'all? If y'all love fire, comment the fire emoji down below. Like, look at that. Comment the fire emoji down below. if you love fire, because I love fire. I'm obsessed with it. To me, it's like a very releasing, calming energy. I love it. So that's burning. So while that is burning, let's see if I can safely move this to the side without burning myself. Do not try this at home, huh? Boom. That's how we're gonna do that without burning myself. So I made this candle. It's not perfect because kind of forgot I needed to make a candle, so I made this very last minute. But I wanted to show you kind of how I anoint and dress my candles, and I figured this would be perfect because it's the full moon and I'm gonna dress this candle. So I went ahead and made this candle because the color correspondence for this moon are black and red. So that's why you see there's a lot of obsidian and ruby to represent those colors. So I'm going to go ahead and dress this candle in that fashion. So I always like to start with a sage base. So I'm just gonna crumble some dried sage on top of it. And you can use like numerous herbs. I will tell you the reasons behind the herbs that I'm using, but you know, you don't have to use these herbs. You can use whatever herbs you have on hand. I'm using sage obviously to cleanse. I'm going to use some bay leaves, and this is actually going to be used for something else as well that I will show you in a bit if I don't forget, because I always forget to add this to my full moon ritual, so hopefully I don't forget that other part. Boom. So we've got the green, and just because we are trying to, like I said, we're keeping the color of red and black, I'm going to add some rose petals, if I can find them. Okay, here we go. So like I was saying, to keep the color scheme and celebrate the full moon properly with the right color correspondence, I'm going to add a little bit of rose to keep that black and red. Oof, I might have overdone it, but hey, whatevs. So let's just do a close-up. That's what it looks like so far. So I'm also going to dress it with some oils. I'm going to use frankincense because I love to use frankincense on the full moon. So I'm just adding frankincense. I use these by Art Naturals. They smell amazing. I'm just gonna add some to the tea light too. Woof! Look at that flame. Maybe I added a little too much oil, but hey, there we go. Look how fast that went. So I also, for the full moon, like to add the oil for my zodiac sign, which is Libra. So I use Yandi's Libra oil. I am going to try to bring these to the shop soon. I have to talk to my grandma about it, but I'm gonna try to bring them to the shop, especially since I'm planning on adding astral candles to the shop next update. So I am working on it. So this is the Libra oil. It smells super sweet and like at the same time spicy-ish, which is like an accurate description of a Libra if you think about it. Super sweet and kind of spicy-ish. So yeah, that's what it looks like. You know, it has the little Libra. I guess I could show you another one. What else do I have? Okay, I have Aquarius because I usually keep this out because of Kai. So I have an Aquarius too. This is what they look like. So in New York, this is from my grandma's botanica back in New York. That's where I got this from. Snagged it from my grandma the last time. So candle is dressed. Oh, I do want to add another fragrance oil. Let's add pine. oil since it is, you know, going with the theme. And boom, we've got our candle ready. So everything in our pot here has burned. So I'm going to go ahead and light my candle. So I will let this burn all night until it is finished, like until it goes out by itself. These are the old containers that my candles from the shop used to come in, so I'm now using them for personal use since they, oh yes, do you see this? So, yeah, I'm going to use them for personal use since the U.S. Postal Service, the USPS, doesn't know how to ship my glass without breaking it. I had to switch to tins. Not too mad about it because they look pretty, but still shouldn't have had to do that. But we did, and it works. So yeah, as you can see, this flame is going berserk. And when there's a high flame, crackling, popping, it usually indicates a lot of energy behind the spell. And this flame is looking blue. There's some flickering going on. I'm just obsessed right now. So that really completes like part 1 of my ritual. I am next going to draw some tarot cards as well. This is a personal reading for myself, but I will share the, you know, cards with you just so that you can, you know, get an idea. I'm not going to use a particular spread. I'm just going to kind of throw the cards out there. I don't really use spreads for myself. I kind of just shuffle and see what the spirits have to say to me. So I'm just going to shuffle some cards and go through what I think they mean so that you guys can just see what I see, you know? I do plan on uploading a new pick a card soon, so there will be a pick a card coming out. Maybe I'll do a small one tomorrow on Instagram for the full moon. I'll do it tomorrow during the afternoon so that we can have a full moon pick a card on Instagram. So check Instagram tomorrow and I'll do a pick a card. Because I also didn't put a motivational message today. So boom, we'll make up for that by me putting up a pick a card on Instagram. So go check out Instagram tomorrow. I'll do a full moon pick a card for what the full moon is gonna bring everybody. And boom, that'll be that. And just to make sure I remember, hey Google, remind me to post a full moon pick a card on Instagram at 12 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay, I'll remind you tomorrow at noon.
Boom, we're set, guys. So make sure you check tomorrow, or like around 12:30, check on Instagram for that pick a card. And so right now I'm gonna, you know, like I said, I'm gonna let this burn. I'm going to shuffle some cards to give myself a little reading, and then I'm going to write in my tarot journal, and then I'm going to call it a night because it is pretty much, I think it's close to, let's see what time it is. Hey Google, what time is it?
11:16.
It's 11:16. I want to have this video up by 12:12 so that you guys can, you know, do your ritual, get inspired by this ritual by the time the full moon is peaking, because I'm gonna meditate and probably do like a full I have some full moon readings booked, so I'm going to do those during the peak hours, but I'm also going to I'll shoot your guys pick a card then too, and then I'm going to do some card pulls for myself around that time as well. But I want to have this video up for you guys so that you can get an idea of what you want to do for your full moon ritual at 12. So I'm going to go ahead and get this set up to pull my cards and stuff, and then we will wrap up the vlog. Okay, so I went ahead and moved everything over to my coffee table just so that I have a little bit more space. So I have my sage burning. Blow that out so that we can get the smoke. And I have my, I'm actually gonna move everything back a bit so that, there we go. So I actually have my tarot deck in this super cute, it's actually a pen case by Yubi. As you can tell, I'm completely obsessed by this brand. This is not sponsored, but hey, I'm totally down because I love all of their stuff. It's super cute. So I bought this case from Walmart, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, this is gonna be my new tarot bag. Like it fits most of my guidebooks in this little pouch here. I keep all the cards here, and then in the back I have crystals, and I keep herbs in here too, but I'm not gonna like pour them all out. So I keep my selenite, there's amethyst, and I think a fluorite. Oh, there's a whole what? Here's my moonstone. Okay, so here's all the stones that are in my tarot bag. Got moonstone, rose ore quartz, clear quartz, fluorite, and amethyst, and that selenite wand. I'm actually gonna leave these babies out because I have not seen, I don't know, I wish it would focus. There we go. I have not seen my moonstone like in forever. I forgot I put it in there. So, oh, there we go. We got these babies out. This is my little notepad. When I showed you guys my grimoire, you saw that I keep little reading cards in a little pouch that just keeps track of all my readings. So I'm gonna write them there. Jen gave me that super cute notepad. It has a whole bunch of llamas on it. It says recipes, and I totally keep like different recipes. I started in the back. I keep the recipes for the shop stuff, like all the soaps and stuff in the back, but it is an index card book, so that's why I use it sometimes when I run out of scrap paper to write my readings on, and then I put them in my grim. So I don't know why my sage won't stay lit today. I don't know what is going on, but I'm going to start shuffling my cards. I like to shuffle when there's like smoke going. There we go. Do you see what I mean? I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Oh, look, a whole leaf in my candle now. Lovely. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna light this. Okay, boom. I've got some smoke building on here. So, oh yes, that's what I wanted. Okay, I wanted some nice smoke. Okay, so I'm going to take out my cards, and I like to shuffle. Let's pull this back so you can see. So I also knock my cards. A lot of people just shuffle. I like to knock. I don't do it every time, but I'm gonna do it today because it's the full moon and releasing and cleansing. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing me say those words today, releasing and cleansing, and but yeah, that's what we're doing. So that's why I did the little knock today, just to knock out any lingering energy. And now I'm just gonna ask the spirits what messages they have to share. You know what? Let's go ahead and make this a message for everyone. You know, let's just have a general shuffle. I'll probably do my personal reading during the peak hours. So let's just do like a general reading for everyone. Let's ask the spirits. So I guess they had messages for everybody, because when I was shuffling for just me, nothing was popping out. So it's not time for my personal reading yet. So we're just asking the spirits if they have any other messages for us this full moon. What do my brujas need to hear? We've got another card here. What do they need to be focusing on? Etc. etc. All right, so we've got some cards here. Interestingly enough, the card that fell in my lap is the moon. So let's just see what we've got here. This is just, like I said, a general reading. I've decided to make this a general reading for everybody. Just see what resonates and what doesn't. All right, so we have the Two of Wands, the Star, the Two of Cups, Death. I'm not reading reverses. I haven't been reading reversals with this deck. I don't know why. I just haven't been feeling it. With all my other decks, I just feel like, okay, reverse. I'm reading them reverse. But this deck, I haven't really been feeling called to read reversals. So, and the last card here we have is the Six of Wands. So I want to go ahead and start with the Death card, because that is the card that popped out first. And once again, I'm using the Modern Witch Tarot. So this is the Death card. And what this just means to me is that it's change, which makes sense. We're ending the decade, right? We're about to change a lot of things, which we should. We're changing. Soon we'll be changing years, changing decades, changing everything. So that just confirms to me that a lot of change is coming our way, Brujas. I'm gonna go ahead and read the short blurb from the Modern Witch Tarot guidebook. It says, you don't have to let death control your life. Death is the moment of letting go. Maybe there's a memory that haunts you, or a thing you desperately want to believe about yourself and will into existence. If you can let it die, you will finally be able to change into someone better and new. Rebirth can follow tough changes. So exactly, things might be rough. We might a lot of times resist change because we're comfortable and we don't want to switch up that comfortability, but change is gonna happen all the time. So you don't have to let the fear of that control your everyday life. Just go with the flow. And you know, whenever I see the Death card, I just think change is coming, new things, new beginnings, which completely makes sense with the energy today, with the last full moon of the decade, like I've been saying all freaking day today. So I guess we can just continue going this way. I'll move the cards off to the side just so that what's in focus is the card that we're talking about. So we have the Six of Wands, and I've been getting so many wands recently in my readings, and I just love wand energy. And the Six of Wands is talking about victory. It's talking about an accomplishment. It talks about completing a big battle and being able to enjoy the rewards that are coming to you. So expect to be rewarded for your hard work coming in the next coming weeks, days, because we've been working hard, we've accomplished something big, and success is yours. You need to enjoy the moment, let your ego flare up a little bit, and just be happy because we've worked hard and we're finally going to be able to be recognized for it, be rewarded for it, and just really overall relish in all of the hard work and all of the, you know, rewards and blessings that came from it. So don't be afraid to brag, not in a messy, annoying way, but don't be afraid to, like, you know, pat yourself on the back these next few days, because your hard work has paid off and you deserve it. And that's what that card is saying. That's what it says to me. Whenever I see the Six of Wands, I think patting yourself on the back, success. Even the art in this card is like she's on her high horse. Come on. She's riding the high horse. She's like, okay, like, I did this, and I wish you could focus a little better. But it's like, yeah, I'm up here. I did that shit. Even the horse looks like, all right, we out here, you know? Like, we put in the hard work. We get to chill out. We get to be happy about that. And the next card, I'm going to move that there, we have is the Moon. This is probably going to be one of the longest vlogs I upload. Vlogmas videos, but we're getting some good messages. So boom. So we have the moon, all right? And for the major arcana cards, I'm gonna read the blurb directly from the book, the bottom part. And for the minor arcana cards, I'll kind of just go into both and what the cards mean to me as well. So for the major arcana for the moon, it says, wake up your wild side. Imagination and the realm of the mind can allow you to see things in a new way. You might be feeling restless, kind of weird, and full of wild energy, so be spontaneous, do something crazy, trust your instincts. It'll lead you to new and possibly strange places. Be aware that by waking up your wild side, you may wander into some dangerous places as well. So be alert and listen to when your gut tells you you've traveled too far into the unknown. So I think this is perfect for tonight, obviously the moon, the full moon, but embracing your wild side. I know whenever the full moon comes around, I start feeling like a little bit antsy, a little bit, you know, I want to do something, you know, like that. So really open up your mind, use your imagination, get creative, and just look at the world through a different perspective in the next couple of days. For these last couple of months, start opening your mind. Last couple of months, what? It's last couple of weeks of the year. And just open your mind to new possibilities, new perspectives, and just prepare yourself for next year. Start preparing that mindset that you want to have for next year. Start looking at things in the perspective you want to look at next year. Just get started on putting that, whatever you want to start doing next year, put that momentum now. Start putting those habits into place now so that it's like second nature. You know, start. If you want to be more open-minded, which is what this card is saying, open your mind and be more aware and just overall knowing, start doing that now. Don't wait until the new year. Just start getting that perspective, changing your perspective right now instead of waiting for the new year. You got to start it off so by the time the new year comes, you already made it a habit. You know what I mean? So I'm sorry if I'm rambling, guys, but I'm just going off of the energy that the cards tell me and what I'm feeling right now. So the next card we have is the Two of Cups, and the Two of Cups talks about a relationship. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be, but it's not always talking about romantic relationship. It could be a business relationship, a friendship, but either way, it's amazing and spectacular. And there's just love in this relationship. But like I said, it doesn't have to be a romantic love, but you genuinely care about each other. You love being together, being in each other's company, and every time you're together, it's a party. So if you in the past few days, or maybe this person's about to come into your life in the next few weeks, or maybe this person's coming into your life next year, you're just gonna genuinely enjoy being around this person. This person's gonna help you achieve things you want to achieve. You see, the thing I love about the Two of Cups is that they both have the same cup and they're both kind of like offering it to each other. That's how I kind of see it. So it's like you're both gonna get something from this relationship, and it's going to be equal. Someone's not gonna get more than the other. It's not like one cup is bigger than the other. They're both the same. So sometimes we're in relationships where someone gives more than the other, but this relationship is not going to be that way. It's going to be a mutual relationship, a symbiotic relationship where everybody's going to get something, and it's not going to be like somebody's getting more than the other. It's going to be an equilibrium. So just look out for that relationship because it'll benefit you. And like I said, it could be a business partner, it could be a friendship, it could be someone who's going to help you achieve a goal that you've been wanting to achieve for a while. They're just going to bring something to the table that you need, and you're going to bring something to the table that they need, and overall, you're going to both benefit from it. So, the next card we have, I'm going to move that, is the Star, okay? And once again, I'm going to read from the Modern Witch Tarot Guidebook, because this is a major arcana card. So it says, despair has turned to hope. Your wounds are healing, your scars are fading. So bask in this time of peace and serenity. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to. Let yourself be free and accept these calm moments. The earth and everyone around you will rejuvenate you, comfort you, and fill you with joy. You are a shining beacon of possibility, so dream big and wish on that shooting star. So this star energy is just saying, you know, whatever it is you want to do, chase it. We might have been feeling a little bit hopeless. We might have been feeling a little bit down. Maybe we haven't reached the goals that we want to achieve yet. You know, we start feeling that way towards the end of the year when, you know, we haven't really done everything we wanted to get done this year. But don't beat yourself up. You know, you still have time to get what you want to get done. Maybe you don't, maybe you do, but get what you can done. And, you know, just be happy that, you know, you did some things. You know, you might not have done everything, but you got some things done. And we have more time, we have more things coming. So just keep that momentum and be, like they say, you're a beacon of possibility, and new possibilities come with every year, every minute. You just have to get up and grab them. So we might have been, like I said, you might have been in a time, I know recently I've been feeling a little bit down. I've been feeling that way for a while. Like, I just felt like, you know, I didn't really get everything I wanted to get done this year. But then I started thinking about the fact that I got most of the things done. You know, I knocked out some goals and stuff that I didn't even think about last year. So, like, honestly, I didn't think the blog was gonna come this far. I didn't think I was still going to be, like, you know, relevant. I've started blogs in the past and just not committed to them, but I really feel like this is the blog that I was supposed to be writing, and this is the stuff I was supposed to be sharing, because I love this, and that's how I think of it. So that's how you should think of your goals. Just think about what you did do, and don't beat yourself up over what you weren't able to get done, because that's what I've been teaching myself. You know, we still have time, you know. And I'm not saying procrastinate and be lazy, but as my mom always says, there's no use crying over spilled milk, right? Like, the milk is spilled. What are you gonna do about it? You can't get it back in there. So it happened, it's over, move on. You know what I mean? Pour some more milk. If you don't have more milk, go out and buy some. You know what I mean? You gotta adapt to the situation. So no use crying over spilled milk, getting over it and moving forward, right? So the last card we have here, and this is how we're gonna wrap up the vlog, is the Two of Wands. Okay, first of all, let's talk about this artwork. I know I said this when I did the unboxing. It makes me so freaking happy to see Black women on tarot cards, and to see girls with afros on tarot cards, like women of color. Like, I'm just so happy. Like, I love it. I'm just obsessed with this deck. I've been using this deck. I didn't think I could ever love a deck more than the Crystal Unicorn deck, and it surprises me that I love this deck more, and that deck is actually pastel and this deck is it, and I'm like obsessed with this one. But anyway, I love them both, but I've just been drawn to this one a lot recently. So back to the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is talking about, you know, commanding, you know, commanding your presence, you know. It talks about, you know, you've been experiencing success lately, but you know, you're a little bit unsure where to go from this point. Like, you know, I feel the same way. I'm gonna use myself as an example. Like, I'm pretty proud. This morning I woke up to the shop. We've made 80 sales. I think we're actually a little bit over 80 sales now, and I'm really happy about that, but it also makes me nervous because I don't know where to go from here. You know what I mean? I don't know what I want to add to the shop and what I actually want the Pastel Botanica to become. So that's just an example of the energy that this card is saying. So you might be feeling that way. However, it's not time to rest. It's not time to get distracted now's the time that, since we don't know what the steps are, we need to take action and start, okay, this is what we need to do. This is the next step. Start brainstorming, start getting these ideas in motion, because even though we don't know what we want to do, it doesn't mean that we get to be lazy and use that as an excuse for not doing anything. So I can't be like, oh, well, I don't know what I want to do for the shop, so I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to, I'm not going to update it. I'm not going to, until I figure it. No, I need to be like, okay, well, I really want to start selling herbs, which is true. I want to start being able to bring you guys herbs, because a lot of my brewhas tell me that you can't get herbs near you, or you can't get certain products near you. So that is my next goal for the shop, to kind of bring you the items you need. So that I'm just using myself as an example so that you could see what the cards are kind of telling you. But definitely this card is saying, don't get distracted, don't lose focus. Even if you're not really sure what it is you want to do or what steps you need to take, now's the time to start planning it out and figure it out. It's not the time to start resting and losing momentum. So I know this was kind of like spur of the moment. I was not at all expecting to give a general reading in this video, but hey, it happened. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed my full moon rituals. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the witchy theme. I know I've been like going back and forth with like witchy and Christmas in my life, and I kind of want to give you guys all of the shades. I want you to see everything I go through, but I am going to start keeping the vlogs more witchy and more Christmas related from here forward. And make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, so you don't miss day 13 or 14 or 15 or 16 for that matter, because y'all, we're coming up on these days. We're going to be in the 20s soon, and it's about to be Christmas. So hit that subscribe, hit that bell, hit that like button, and if you're still watching this video, comment something you're trying to release this full moon. Comment something you're trying to bring in this full moon, and let's put it out there that shit is gonna happen. All right, so I will see y'all tomorrow on my channel for Vlogmas day 13.